Hi, my name is Jeana, and wow, how is it the end of 2023? We are going to be discussing, I don't know what this hand movement is. We are going to be discussing my 2023 beauty favorites. Yes. No, seriously, how did 2023 come and go? What is this? 2024 is around the corner. I'm getting closer and closer to my 10-year anniversary from graduating high school. Am I dying? Anyway, let's just begin. Darlings. I am going to start with my base products because they're not as exciting as eye products. Let's talk about primers. Y'all already know. Nothing's changed. My favorite is the Smashbox Primerizer. It's in this new form and I still love it. Hydrating, good base prep if you have dry skin. If you don't have dry skin, I think it's always good to hydrate your skin before putting on makeup. Then we have the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. How many years has it been since I started doing these? I think these two products have been in these videos forever. This just really blurs out my skin. I really like it. And I don't know, I'm a creature of a habit. I find something that works for me and I don't really stray away from it too much. I don't even think I was even remotely interested in another primer. To be fair, it is hard to get hyped about primers. I'm going in the steps of my routine. So next up we have my under eye corrector. I think we have to always say a RIP when we mention this brand. RIP Becca, but this is the Becca under eye brightening corrector. You can still buy this under Smashbox. Becca and Smashbox kind of had like a deal where a bunch of their products entered Smashbox. This is just a really nice under eye corrector for me. It neutralizes my under eyes and makes me look like I have got some sleep. You know, I like it. It's emollient. It works. What else is there to say? For foundation, my most used foundation this year was the Hourglass Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. This is in the shade 5. As you can see from the back, I don't know if you can see that well, I've used quite a bit of it. It's like down here. I do have a backup of this and I really like it. It gives me full glam, but at the same time I feel like it's still my face. I feel like my face is ever cakey with this. It's just that it's a little yellow tone for me. I think I need like a blue foundation to add to this to get it to be my perfect shade. It's really nice. You can also sheer it down for less coverage and it will last you even longer, but pretty good. Then I also have what I'm wearing today. This has been a little love affair. I got a sample size at Sephora and I have been wearing that sample size a whole bunch. I would say through the second half of the year I kept wearing this product and it is the Pat McGrath Sublime Foundation in the shade L6. I had this shade matched to me in a Sephora and she put on my face and it was insane. The foundation match was perfect, literally perfect. And the texture of this foundation is very medium coverage, natural finish. It reminds me a lot of the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I think this is a good summer foundation too. I also forgot to mention that my whole love affair with this foundation and general interest for this foundation started from this TikTok from the Lipstick Lesbians, Alexis. But recently I've been kind of missing my Hourglass. And then while I was in Australia this year, obviously, the more liquids you take, the more troublesome it is to go through TSA. So instead of taking those foundations, I brought the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundations. These are my OG true loves. There's always going to be love for them. I have the shade Shell and Nude. I kind of mix them together on my face and these were my go-tos for a very long time. I used these through university. These provide a really nice finish on your face. I have combo skin so I would still like powder with this. So perfect. All you need to do is dot it on your face and blend it out. I would say less is more with this product. You can definitely get it to full coverage really quickly or just sheer it down. Like the less you use, then it's going to be a sheer look. The more you use, it's going to be like full coverage. It can get cakey if you use too much, but I never do. I feel like this is such a good foundation. I'm glad to still have these in my life. As I'm editing this, I realized that I forgot to mention my favorite concealer of 2023, and that is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. For the 4th year in a row, it's creamy, it's emollient, it blends very nicely, the pigment is good. I don't love the colors that they offer in the shade range, but I really like this. However, recently I would say Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer is giving this concealer a run for its money. I don't think I will ever stop recommending this. For contour, I have always loved contour. That was my first makeup product ever, and I still contour every day. I'm a all or nothing person. I either wear a full face of makeup or none at all. So for contour, my favorite cream contour is the Cosmetics So Soft in the shade Terra. I've used quite a bit of it. I just really like the tone of this. It's quite cool. I like it for my face. I just like the way it goes on, and again, I'm a creature of habit. Once I find something I like, I don't really need to look for something else. And it's so easy to use. I never apply this on my face. I just use a brush and put it on. Okay, we all know the answer to what's gonna come next. My favorite powder contour is going to be the KVD Shade Light palette. This is in every single yearly favorites. I just love it, with its OG design as well. I hit pan on this shade, which is somber, but the only issue I have with this palette, I'm realizing, is that I tried to go and buy Shadow Play online, like a refill on the KVD website, and they don't sell that one. They only sell the other two, which I'm like, why do you advertise this as a refill palette? Because they still make this. This is still in production, but I can't find the middle shade. I don't know, it's very odd. But can you all tell that I love this palette? I really like it because the tones are nice, the powder formula is good. That's it. I've been using this forever. I got this as a gift one year for my birthday, and I think I've been using this for like 6 years. I know that's gross, but like, I'm not gonna throw it out. It's my favorite, and it will continue to be my favorite until they discontinue it, which I hope they do not. Did I even say what this was? KVD Shade Light Contour Palette. Yes, love it. Not gonna change. You can probably expect to see it next year too. Okay, for blush, for blush. This year has been a real year for blushes. I mean, blushes have been like such a trend in the last like 3 years that I can understand why. It adds a lot of color to your face. I really found myself always changing up my blushes, but this year I tried the Mario Soft Plumping Veils, and these are actually really good. My favorite is the shade Perfect Pink. That's the one I'm wearing right now, but I just think these are really nice, like immaculate. The formula of these are just so good. It blends on your face really easily, and the pigment is there, and also I just really like the colors. I think Makeup by Mario did a really good job on these. I don't know, I guess I've been using a lot of cream blushes this year. Kind of weird. With powder blushes, I just use whatever. I'll just switch around a bunch, but this one really stood out to me. For powder, we got the same routine. We got the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. It's just so perfect. Nikki Tutorials just talked about this in her yearly favorites video, but when you have a powder that has a little bit of a sheen in it, it just makes the skin look realistic. And that's what this is. This makes my face look like human skin, even though I'm wearing a bunch of makeup. I love it. We also have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. Very long name, but this is a lot of people's favorites for a reason. I have the shade Sugar Cookie. It's just a nice white translucent shade. Blurs my pores. I have the mixture of the two to make it look like human skin but airbrushed. What else do I want? It's perfect, and they're probably gonna last me for a while. How do people run out of powder? I have no idea. Unless you bake every day? I don't know, but that's crazy. Says me who ran out of my Hourglass powder last year. But that's because half of it is stuck in the jar, okay? Moving on. We're going through this. We're going to be talking about the eyes now. We gotta start off with the Smashbox 24-hour Photofinish Shadow Primer. They just updated the packaging on this to match the current lineup of like cool, like more neo-centric. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Someone call Taeyong right now.
Packaging. I do have backups of new ones that I got. This one is running low, but it's my favorite. It just grips my eyeshadow. It doesn't let my eyelid oils penetrate through the eyeshadow, and it's perfect. Without using it, my eyeshadow would be off my face and the color vibrancy wouldn't be as strong. Yes. For eyeshadow palettes, this is always the funnest part, right? We have our recurring winners. We have the Hindash Beautopsy Palette. What can I say? This is a really good mix of colors in a natural palette. The grays, the browns, the beige shades. I use the dark shades a lot. I don't really use these two colored ones, like the pink shades. or the orange ones. I mainly use those for actually blushes, to be honest. But it's such a good palette. Honestly, you could just take this and do your whole face like that. The formula of these products are so easy to blend. It's up there with Natasha Denona in my opinion. I really like these. I just have some issue packing on the eyeshadow because it's so easy to blend, but I'm not using it for that purpose. Like, I have sparkly eyeshadows for a reason. I love this. I can't wait to see what Vanish does. So good. Next up, we have our tried and true Sugar Pill palettes. These are the pro palettes that I built myself. I put these eyeshadows in these palettes. This is my favorite one of all time. Today I'm wearing Dolly Pop, a discontinued shade, but we also have Tokyo right there. Yep, these are my favorites. And I refuse to buy a third palette because I'm like, Jenna, that's too much. That's too much. But these are so good. And I hope people appreciate Sugar Pill more because I don't want these to ever get discontinued. Like, I really like their stuff. I feel like they're underrated, honestly. And for the final eyeshadow palette recommendation, nomination, winner, finalist, whatever you call it, it's the Isamaya Industrial 2 palette. This one is gorgeous. I did a whole video about this palette, and I did place another order for Isamaya, and I hope that video will come up soon. I haven't filmed it yet, but I want to film with her other eyeshadows. But regardless, look at the packaging. It's wow. These eyeshadows are magnificent. They really don't do justice on camera because when you look at them in real life and when people look at you, the color is insane. This is my favorite shade in the palette. In my dedicated video to this palette, that's the eyeshadow I put on my eyes, and it's just so perfect. It catches the light in like such a beautiful way. It's giving Urban Decay Moondust shadow in the shade Space Cowboy, but like sparklier, stronger. It's giving How Many Carats by Fenty Beauty. I know that's really popular this year. It's gorgeous. This palette is so good. I know it costs a lot of money, but I just think it's worth it. I just like it. It's so pretty. It's so nice and compact. And for eyeliner favorite, once this product came out, it was game over for me. This is the Hindash Heroline eyeliner. This is the best in the entire market. This is literally the best. It's black. It comes out super easy. It has more product in this eyeliner than a normal average eyeliner. It is perfect. Sometimes you think that it's dying. Nope, just shake it up. More will come out. It's so good. I love it. I have a backup of these. One of these eyeliner pens lasts me such a long time. And do you see these eyeliners, like wings I have? I do this every time I wear makeup essentially. So I know how much eyeliner this can really give me. I think this is the best in the entire world. And I don't think anyone can top it, honestly. If you like a pen liner, if you like a brush tip liner, this is the one for you. Next up, we got our housekeeping products. Duo Latex Free Lash Glue. Never failed me. Keeps my lashes on. They're great. For lashes, my favorite lashes of the year were the Org lashes in Clouded. These are really, really pretty. Like, so pretty. But I kind of treasure them a lot. And this is my last pack, and I haven't bought any more, so I'm kind of scared to use them now. So recently I've been back to my try and true House of Lashes Iconic Lights. These are what I'm wearing right now. Very nice, very beautiful, wispy at the ends. And for mascara, this is like a hidden gem in my opinion. I don't wear mascara often because it just weighs on my eyes and just kind of like gets everywhere, but I used to wear bottom eyelash mascara a lot, as in just putting a mascara on my bottom eyelashes, but I stopped doing that because I got lazy, but it makes a difference in framing your eyes. So I really like this one from Benefit. This is their Fan Fest mascara. My bottom lashes look really, really good. This is really nice. I've tried other brands this year and wasn't really feeling it, but this one, it's good. Can't really attest to see if it's lengthening or like volumizing because I put on my bottom lashes, but I feel like they're lengthening. What do you all think? And finally, for lips, we have the M Cosmetics.
What is this called? It always has a long name.
It's like Crystal Morning Dew Gloss in the shade Quartz or something like that. Oh, it's called the Morning Dew Crystal Lip Gloss in the shade Quartz. Why is it such a long name? This is literally the only shade they have in this type of formula, but I love it. It's a reoccurring favorite every year. It makes my lips so juicy. Juicier than any lip gloss I have ever come across. Juicier than the YSL Candy Glaze. It's good. And then for brows, we have to talk about the Patrick Ta Shaping Wax in the shade Clear. It just does its job. I don't look for much in taming my eyebrows. I just need something to keep them in place. And this does well. Honestly, it's kind of annoying putting water in it every day, but the fact that it lasts so long because of that, I can deal with that instead of buying brow products every year. I like this. I'm not looking for much in my brows. They don't feel crunchy in my opinion. They're good. Yes. Okay, for some accessories, I just want to talk about, in case people are wondering, this is a Shuomura Pokemon collab. This is a Pikachu one. This one's really good. Is it my personal favorite eyelash colors? I don't really know. What do people look for in eyelash colors? I really like this one. It clamps my eyelashes well. Does its job. Doesn't like cut off the ends of my eyes. But I wanted to talk about this accessory. This is the Sigma Switch. If y'all were around in the beauty community during the days of the Veramona color switch, it's basically a product where you can put your brush in it and it takes off the pigment on the brush, and you could just wash this after. This is so good. The Veramona was like a piece of foam, but this is actually like silicone and stuff. You can also wash your brushes with this. Wouldn't recommend it though. I use it a lot. It makes me have more longevity with my brushes because then I can use the same brush for multiple things. The last thing I wanted to mention is a perfume favorite, and this year I have been wearing this one a lot, so I thought I would mention it. It is the Jo Malone Sakura Cherry Blossom. I actually bought this last year, this exact one, and it just reminds me a lot of the people I was with at that time. It smells so good. It's like girly, cherry blossom, it's fresh. I just really like this type of girl. She's like energetic. I don't know. It's just so good. It's so good. And the reason why I've been wearing this a lot is because, okay, I have a backstory to this. This year, I was kind of like, dang, I wish I bought the bigger size of this bottle because now I have to savor this tiny little bottle. Like literally, I put that into the world and Jo Malone was like, oh, here it's back again. So I actually did end up buying the full size of this fragrance. Oh my god, all of my gear is dying on me, so I need to finish this video quick. But basically, I was saying that I manifested this fragrance to come back, and it did. So I ended up buying the full size. So I felt like I had the ability to use this more often whenever I wanted. So that's what I did. I basically used a bunch of it so that I could start using my new bottle. I don't get why Jo Malone doesn't keep this in their permanent collection. It's like the perfect spring scent. Anyway, that's it. I believe that is it for all of my 2023 favorites. A lot of them were repeats, but that's how you know the products were good. A lot of them were new too. I feel like this year had a really good like variety. If you like the video, please like the video. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. It's gonna be right here. If you want to see my latest video, it's gonna be right there. Yes. And I would like to know, what are your 2023 favorites? What did you think of my 2023 favorites? And what are you looking forward to in the next year? Are you still in love with makeup? How are you? I feel like 2016 type of makeup is coming back into our current day and age. It's very interesting. But like refined. This is like a fun makeup conversation we can have. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. I hope you all have a great rest of your day doing whatever you are doing, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.